Think Peppa Pig is just kid stuff? Think again. These hidden characters are rewriting everything we thought we knew about her world. Peppa Pig may look like a simple cartoon, but it hides some seriously mysterious characters in plain sight. From secret twins to vampire teachers and world-traveling animals, these hidden figures change everything we thought we knew about Peppa's world. Let's uncover the 12 hidden characters you've probably never noticed.
Miss Rabbit has fainted. Miss Rabbit has fainted again.
Third, Miss Rabbit. Miss Rabbit already has too many jobs to handle alone, working at the airport, grocery store, and even flying helicopters. She even has a twin sister, but fans believe there's a third Miss Rabbit secretly working in Peppa's hometown. The proof? Miss Rabbit appears in too many places at once, and during a New York trip, another Miss Rabbit says every city has someone like her. That means 20,000 Miss Rabbits could exist worldwide, but realistically there must be more than one per city. So it's likely a hidden third Miss Rabbit is helping out behind the scenes. How else could she be checking luggage at the airport and flying the plane right after? Even for a cartoon, that's a stretch. Whether she's a clone, a triplet, or something else entirely, this mystery adds an unexpected sci-fi twist to the Peppa Pig universe. The Narrator. Now here's a character that's everywhere and nowhere at the same time. The Narrator. He knows everything, what the characters are thinking, what they're doing, and where they're going. He even reacts when mud splashes on the camera in one episode. That's right, the theory is that he's not just narrating, he's watching through actual cameras. The opening zoom-ins in every episode? That's us entering the set, which leads to the big fan theory. The Narrator is the studio owner filming Peppa's life like a reality show. If true, he's the most powerful figure in the show. He sees it all, and no one knows he's there. Creepy or genius. Peppa's evil twin. Everyone knows about George and Evie, but some fans think Peppa has a secret twin, and not just any twin, an evil one. There's an official image from the show's creators that shows a mysterious second piglet peeking through a window. No explanation, no context. Then there's Mummy Pig's computer screen, which shows a high game score with strange initials. What do they mean? Now check this. Episode 142 is all about twin rabbits, possibly a hidden clue. The theory? Peppa's twin sometimes pretends to be her, and she's the one behind the rude moments, like calling Daddy Pig fat or fighting with Susie. Some even believe she's locked in the basement, only allowed out when they need help. Is this a classic cartoon glitch? Or has Peppa's evil twin been showing up in episodes all along? Clare Cow. Time to talk about someone who's always there, and yet never part of the group. Meet Clare Cow, the daughter of Mrs. Cow. She appears in random episodes, like the one at the theater, or even during Peppa's trip to London. But here's what's strange. She doesn't go to Madame Gazelle's school, and she was missing from her own mom's wedding. She lives in town, so what gives? One theory is that Clare attends a different school, possibly because her mom is trying to keep her away from Madame Gazelle, especially if that vampire theory turns out to be true. Another idea? Clare might have missed the wedding due to serious health issues, since she's also been spotted near buses in New York and London, meaning she travels a lot. Whatever the case, Clare Cow is part of Peppa's world, but not part of her crew, and that's what makes her so mysterious.
Mummy, can me and George play on the computer? Oh.
You two can help me in the kitchen.
Okay. Ooh.
The Shepherd Girl. She's not even an animal, but the human shepherd girl shows up multiple times, and fans are obsessed. First, you'll spot her on a poster in New York's Times Square, dressed like a classic shepherd, surrounded by sheep. She doesn't look like Susie, and it's not a costume. Later, she's seen in a tent at a children's festival in Peppa's town. The wild part? In the same episode, Miss Rabbit tries to sell George a wool jacket. So, where did the wool come from? The theory is that his mysterious girl raises sheep and supplies wool to Miss Rabbit's business. If true, that means she's quietly running a textile empire in a world full of animals. Talk about a power move. She's not just background art, she's a possible human influencer behind the scenes. Aram Mother Cat, Candy's dad. If you blink, you might miss him, but Mr. Cat, Candy's dad, is one of Peppa Pig's most low-key characters. He appears alone at train stations, on planes, and even wandering around New York without his family. Sometimes his fur is light, sometimes dark, but fans agree it's the same guy. He loves solo travel, but no one ever explains what he does or where he goes. The big question, is he just a laid-back vacation dad? Or does he have a secret job that keeps him away from home? Maybe he's undercover, maybe he's running from something. Either way, his mysterious absence from family scenes has sparked all kinds of theories. Aunt Dottie. Here's a character who took over a decade to appear. Aunt Dottie. For years, fans thought she might be Daddy Pig's sister based on an old childhood photo. But when she finally showed up in the 2024 Thanksgiving episode, we learned she's Mummy Pig's sister, and she lives in the United States. Weirdly enough, the show had never mentioned that Mummy Pig had a sibling before. Even stranger, Aunt Dottie brings a ride-on horse as a gift, a dangerous toy in a town full of steep hills. Some fans joke she might be the chaotic aunt, while others believe her sudden arrival might be linked to something bigger. Either way, Aunt Dottie is one of the show's most surprising late arrivals. Badger. She runs a farm, appears in just one episode, The Tractor, and yet Mrs. Badger is trusted with watching Peppa and George. But here's the mystery. She's not close with any other characters. You never see her at town events or even talking to Madame Gazelle. So why the trust? Some fans think she's an old friend of the family who just keeps to herself, while others believe she's hiding something, maybe even in her barn. She's the perfect example of a background character that feels strangely off. Her silence, her isolation, her sudden role with the kids. Everything about her just feels a little too quiet. Mr. Gazelle. You know Madame Gazelle, but have you ever noticed the mysterious Gazelle in her house photos? He wears a top hat and a suit, and the same figure appears in the town museum, dressed in an ancient military uniform. Soldiers wore that style over 200 years ago, so either it's a look-alike, or Madame Gazelle's husband is immortal. That matches up perfectly with the long-standing theory that Madame Gazelle is a vampire. If so, Mr. Gazelle could be one too. Still alive, still hiding, watching from the shadows. It's one of Peppa Pig's creepiest fan theories, but with these details, it's hard to ignore. Susie's dad. Susie Sheep has a mom, but where's her dad? He's never been seen in the show, ever. And that's strange, considering most characters have both parents. In the episode in the future, Susie dreams of becoming a nurse and helping people. Some fans believe her dad is either very sick or has passed away, and that's what inspires her career dream. It's subtle, emotional, and kind of heartbreaking. In a show full of silly jokes and muddy puddles, Susie's missing dad might be the most tragic secret character of all. Mr. Labrador. He barely talks, but Mr. Labrador is a total globetrotter. Fans have spotted him at train stations, in marching bands, walking through Times Square, and even sipping coffee in Paris. He's also been seen near the hotel where the Pig family stays in New York. He appears in the background, often alone, always moving. So, what's he doing? Some believe he's a world-touring musician. Others think he's a travel guide. But one thing's for sure. Mr. Labrador is everywhere, and no one seems to notice. The Giraffes. Gerald Giraffe's family should be impossible to miss. They're tall enough to be seen from space, yet somehow they rarely appear in episodes. His dad works at the zoo, and his mom at a restaurant, but fans have noticed they're never really involved in town life. Why? Some say the giraffes live just outside town. Others think they purposely keep to themselves. But here's the wild part. You'd expect someone that tall to pop up in every group shot, and yet they're missing. Whether they're shy, secretive, or something else entirely, the giraffes are hiding in plain sight. And that's a wrap on the 12 hidden characters in Peppa Pig. From creepy twins to traveling dads and secret vampires, the show's full of surprises. Which mystery shocked you the most? Drop your theories in the comments, like the video, and don't forget to subscribe for more awesome cartoon deep dives.